Good news, everybody. Matthew here with a new episode of Guild Wars 2 on the Sorrow's Furnace server. So, what we have is, I just did the other update earlier with the, a lot of the, Tower of Nightmares stuff. So, with the Tower of Nightmares came a bunch of new stuff. Some of this was stuff I went over, some of it I did not. I didn't go over a lot of stuff. Today is going to be kind of an armor day. I'm going to kind of go over some of these new things that I've seen happen. Because I'm in the style area right now. A lot of these are just silly things that I just don't care too much about. Let's see here. What do we have? So that's a light armor. Let's not do that. So the Primeval Heavy Armor skin. This is something old. And those of you who play Guild Wars 1 will recognize this as an elite armor that used to be from the... I can't remember what realm it was from now. Abaddon. Defeating Abaddon area. His high-end area there. I can't remember. If anyone can remember, let me know. But I just can't seem to remember right now. And that's an older armor, of course. Medium. I'm not going to do that. Crichton medium. Bram's heavy armor skin. I haven't seen this one before, but this is some... Oh, okay. This was from a couple stories back ago. And this was his armor that he wore, and they let you wear it as a skin. You could do that. Sure, why not? Then there was the Aether Blade armor. Let's show this off a little bit. God, this thing's ugly as shit. I mean, that gear just looks... I'm sorry, that looks horrible. It looks like a 2-year-old designed this thing. Seriously, ArenaNet. Normally you do good stuff, but this thing just looks... It looks horrendous. Ugh, gag me. Alright, but some of the newer ones were like the Witch's outfit, which is just an outfit. And I'm going to go through and probably do some of these with other characters and male and female and things like that too. So we had the Witch's outfit, which is kind of cool. It's kind of creepy and Grim Reaper-ish. So it doesn't seem very witchy to me, but it's very creepy. And I like it. And then there was the Mad King's outfit, which really makes you look like a miniature version of the Mad King. It's kind of cool. I like this one. This one's really cool. And then they have these 3 new armors that they just came out with. The Viper's medium armor, the Trickster's light armor, and the Phalanx heavy armor. And there was also the Executioner's outfit. This one's kind of... I don't know if I like this one that much. It's way too black, which I understand why it's supposed to be. It's an Executioner. It makes my guy look fat. I don't like it. It just makes him look fat. So I'm not a fan of this outfit. It's cool, but it's just... It makes my guy look too fat, and I don't like that. But the new heavy armor skin right here, ooh, this actually doesn't look bad. I kind of like this one. I would not like these color choices, but this is the color of my other armor. I mean, if I had an extra $10 to spare, I'd probably buy this armor. I really like it. And there were a couple other really cool ones out there. So I'm actually going to show off what the Trickster's armor looks like too, even though I'm a warrior. But it gives you an idea. And you can kind of see the male one. Doesn't look bad. It looks kind of cool. I don't like the arm area so much. I think that protrudes in towards yourself too much. But it's kind of cool. I kind of like it, like down here on the shins. Those shin guards, they're kind of creepy, but they're like... clown kind of creepy, you know what I mean? I really like them. And let's see. Oh, that was the Trickster. So that's the light armor. That's what it looks like on a guy. And here's the Viper's medium armor. This is... I'm kind of torn. Maybe on a non-warrior character with a slimmer build it would look better. But one side just feels really heavy and the other side feels really light. Just this large area on the left-hand side here. These this gauntlet just looks oversized, and so does this. If this over here on the right hand side was the same size as this, it would look a lot better. But of course I'm looking at it on a wrong character. So I'm going to load up another character. We're going to see what this looks like. So I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, so this is what we got here. Oh, and I didn't see the Prince's bloody outfit either. But here's the female version of that. Let's see what the female version of the Executioner looks. It makes her look fat. I mean, does it not? Definitely makes her look fat. I'm not a fan. Because that doesn't make her look fat at all. This makes her look fat. I don't like the Executioner male or female. Granted, this is both male and female human. But, see, let's see what the heavy armor should look like on her. It still looks way too heavy. Like she's about to fall over on the left-hand side. I don't like this armor. I don't like it. They need to do something better. At least for the female, but... Here's the Trickster's armor. See, this looks really good. I like this. I like all the feathers. I mean, I think this is what Mallory's armor is. I think this is Mallory's armor, is the Trickster armor. And hers is all in black, and it looks good. This would look really good, too. And here's what it looks like with the... this is the Viper's medium armor. I am not liking this one so much. The medium armor. I still don't like it. Might look better on another class or something, but, you know, this is my Elementalist right here. But she looks good in that Trickster's armor. I like the Trickster's armor. I think that's the best one they came out of these three series. Is definitely the Trickster's armor. That's the way I'm leaning towards. And I wonder how these look on some of the other species. Let's find out. Alright, I've loaded up my female Sylvari. Right here. And she's a thief, just to let you know. So she would normally use the light armor. Not sure if it really looks that different on Sylvari. No, it pretty much looks the same. Her color scheme is definitely different, though. A lot more black. See, I like it with the black and dark colors. Viper's medium armor still probably doesn't look any better. Nope. Still don't like it. I'm not going to look at the Pharnax, but... yeah, this one doesn't look that good. And right now, I am apologizing. It is very hot in my room, so you'll probably hear some background noise from outside. Sorry about it. I just hope it doesn't interfere too much with everything. So, it doesn't look that different on that one. So, let's try... I'm going to skip doing the Norn, because it's not really going to look any different, because they look like humans anyways. Let's see what Charr looks like, and Asura. Alright, I have my female Asura up. This is style. We want style here. So, some of these might be a little funnier looking on them. Doesn't look bad on her. Executioners. Doesn't make her look fat. It looks good. I actually like it on the Asura. At least on the female. I don't think the male would be that much different. So, here's the Pharnax. That looks pretty good. I actually like that on this one. It looks good on her. I like it. Let's see what the Viper's medium armor, because she is my ranger. It looks good on her. It doesn't look heavily weighed off to one side. So they did it, when they designed it for this one, it looks a lot better to me. I like it. I'm not a big fan of the headpiece, but whatever. It's kind of piratey. And here's the Trickster's armor. Come on. Oh, I did load it. Doesn't look that much different from the Viper to me. Well, I mean, it does, but it doesn't look as good as it does on the other human-esque species and human species. So that looks pretty good. I'm wondering what the Mad King is. Look, you want to know? I didn't look at the witch's outfit. Let's see what that looks kind of cool. I like that. It's got the actual witch's hat. It looks good. I like that. I probably should have looked at that on my other one. It kind of looks funny as the Mad King. But it's not too out of proportion. It still looks pretty good. The head's a little big, but, you know, they sort of have big heads. So that looks pretty good. Oh, I'm wondering what the heavy armor for the Aether Blade looks like. Yeah, it still looks like crap. It looks horrible. Looks like a bad steampunk version to me. It really does. I'm not a fan of it. But the witch's outfit does look good. And I think that looks good on her, and it looks really cool. Let's see what Charr is like. Alright, my Charr is a male Charr. He looks very tigerish. I'm actually not that happy with the way my Charr looks. I dislike the way he looks. I think I'm going to have to go back in and redo him. Because I do have one of those, what do they call them? The self-style flare kit or total makeover kit. I do have one of those. And I've been saving it for him, and I need to do it for him. But let's take a look here. The Bloody Prince doesn't do anything other than just the armor. It doesn't affect his face at all. I guess they made it was a little too hard to. Let's see what the Executioner looks like. The hood just doesn't look right. He almost looks like a shark or something. I mean, it's kind of weird. The rest of it looks pretty alright, but it just feels like this area... I don't feel there was enough design put into the head area. Either way. So let's see here. Well, let's see what the Mad King looks like for him. Oh my god, that looks ridiculous. I am sorry, but it just... I don't like it. I don't think it looks that good. Let's see what the witch's outfit looks like, though. That's actually pretty cool. I actually really like the witch's outfit on the male Charr. It looks friggin' badass. They did a good job on that one. I just want to see how bad it looks. It looks pretty good, except for the giant friggin' gear. It's too big. Arena Net, stop trying to do crappy steampunk. Light armor, let's see. Ooh, what the hell is on his head? That actually looks... The medium armor actually looks friggin' badass on this. And he is an engineer. He's my engineer. I definitely made my Charr my engineer. I kind of kept with that whole theme. But let's see what the Phalanx... Doesn't look bad. Doesn't look too bad. It just feels like they missed something here. It's kind of hard, I think, to design armor for the Charr, especially head armor. I think they should just forgo most head armors on the Charrs, honestly. Let's see what the Viper's medium armor looks like. This looks really good on a Charr. I like this. This looks really good. Because this feels more even here. I mean, sometimes they say having things uneven in art can make things more interesting. Sometimes it just makes things off-putting. Obviously, with the human, it didn't look that good. But on the Charr, it looks wonderful. I like this. Let's see what the Trickster's armor is like. See, this looks good. I actually like this. It's very similar to the humans, of course. This looks really good for a light armor. I'd have him wear that. Or the Viper. I really like the Viper one. I like that. That one looks good on him. I'm wondering... Magitech medium? That one looks pretty good too on the Charr. That one looks pretty good. Crichton medium armor skin. Okay, that skull just looks way too big on there. And that front faceplate needs to be smaller. It's too big. Bram's heavy armor. Actually, that looks pretty good. Even though this is like really big and heavy, it still looks good. There are ways of balancing things, and it does balance well. Probably because this area down here on the lower right is so heavy, and the upper left is so heavy, it kind of balances it out. There was a good balance there. But some of these I've never really looked at for them. The Phoenix, that doesn't look bad. That looks pretty good. It looks good, yeah. I like that. What's the primeval look like? It looks pretty good, actually. Things were scaled properly. They did a good job on it. The helmet doesn't look bad. It looks good. It does feel like that's a weak area in like actual armor, but overall it still looks good. Profane armor. See, I've seen this armor preview a couple of times. I've looked at it, and every time I look at it, I hate it. It looks like so science fiction-y, and just does not look right. The Charr backpack on a Charr. The backpack just doesn't fit him. It just does not fit him. They need to be like hugely oversized Air Rider. That actually looks kind of cool on him. I don't like the broom, but who cares? It still looks good. Some of these I haven't seen before. The Cooks, that just looks kind of Hannibal Lecter-ish. It looks really creepy. I don't like it. Pirate Captain. Now I'm just looking at ones I probably should not be looking at, but some of these I never really got a chance to look at, like the Sonic Tunneling Tool. Oh, it's just a toy, so they're not going to show you. Fuzzy bear hat. That's pretty funny. Fuzzy panda hat. Fuzzy quaggan hat. The quaggan hat is actually kind of funny. I like the quaggan hat. Inventor's sunglasses, reading sunglasses, or reading glasses, ringmaster's hat. That is definitely not well done. That feels wrong. Sailor's beanie. Actually, that, oddly enough, actually does not look bad. Let's see what the top hat's like. I do not like when it just goes right up over that. Casual hoodie. You see, all that little... yeah, I don't like that. Designer hoodie. All these shirts. Khaki cargo shorts. Actually, those look actually pretty good on a Charr. Those look really cool. Riding pants, that looks pretty good too. Riding boots. Can't really have too much for boots for a Charr because of the big claws and everything, but it still looks pretty good. Riding gloves. Boxing gloves. I got it. Oh, there's the toy on the back. It looks like a backpack kind of thing. So those are the new armor skins that they're doing that I showed off. And then everything else I wanted to show off too. But yeah, this looks a little odd to me. I almost feel like these should be swooping back more because of the stance of the Charr. The Trickster's armor, like I said, looks really great on him. It looks really good. And the Viper's medium armor actually looks awesome on the Charr. I think it's one of the better looking armors they designed for the Charr. I like all this snake stuff on here, the Viper stuff. That looks good. I really do like it. And looks pretty good. So they did a good job with that. And you can kind of see what he looks like right here. Well, let's just bring up my hero panel. I just wish that he didn't, like, he's so big. He's so big that he's just doesn't fit in the preview screen. Kind of sad about that. Even though I think the Charr are a cool race, I just don't play him very often. I probably should play him a little bit more, but I think I'm really unhappy with what he looks like. As a matter of fact, what crafting does he do? Tailor. Just tailor. Where's my tailor? Tailor is over here. Tailoring station. So most of my guys are all at least level 400 on their crafting. In fact, all of them are. Probably the one that is not is my... Might not have my Mesmer have any crafting on him. Or my Necromancer. And I'm working on getting more for my Elementalist. I've been playing her a little bit here and there, but I haven't really shown you guys that. I've been trying to just level up and do my personal story for my Norn mostly, and the Guardian that you've been seeing through the channel. But my Elementalist, I'm trying to get her up really high. I'm hoping to get her up to about level 60 or 70 before I start doing the personal story stuff. I think I've done 1 or 2 of the personal stories. It's almost at the very beginning. And once I get to that, get her up to about 60 or 70, because she's at like 30 something right now, I'm going to start recording her personal story advances. Excuse me. So, let's actually... See, there's my total makeover kit. So let's... If I hit cancel, do I keep it? Okay. So we can do that. Alright everyone, as you notice, I was trying to go ahead and change the look of my Charr. I was just really unhappy with him. I hated the way he looked. I just did not like him at all. I liked him when I first created him, and then he very quickly I started to dislike the look of him. Fortunately, I messed up, and somehow I didn't get the, I don't have all the recording footage of me using the personalization kit to change him, which was it's kind of upsetting. But I did go ahead, but I did change him. And, let's see here. I'm wondering if I can do that. We can. So we're going to take off his clothes. So one of the first things you'll notice is I still kept him a tiger, because tigers are one of my... Oh, let's remove that too. Tigers are like my favorite animal in the world. So he's still black and kind of orangey, but he's a very light yellow instead of a really dark orange I had. And one of the other things that when I originally created him, I tried to make him more human. Don't ask me why. I did. Now I've gone through and his face, you can't really see it because you can't really tell from before. Won't let me zoom in. Pooh. Yeah, but I changed him to look a little bit more feline. So he's a little bit better, a little bit more feline. I shortened his horns and made his ears a little bit bigger. I made him shorter, but I made him fatter. I changed things around on him. I'm a lot happier with the way he looks now. I made his eyes a bright blue to contrast with the real pale yellow that I got going on. Like I said, one of the major things I made sure I did was kind of widen his eyes out a little bit more. I didn't need to do too much. I didn't make his teeth really big. His teeth were really big before. I did not like his teeth being really big. I just didn't like it. It just, to me, looked horrible. I've also made his nose wider, so it's more feline looking, which is really nice. So, I mean, overall, I'm really happy with him. He looks... Man, I just wish I could show him off better. You want to know what? I probably can right here. You can kind of see... Oh, nope, too far. So his horns are a lot shorter, as you can see. His face is just more feline. Overall, I'm just a lot happier with it. God, stay looking at me, you stupid cat. Yeah, but yeah, I changed him. He looks a lot better. I am a lot happier with him. I might play him a little bit more, but we'll see. We'll see. So I wanted to show you guys that I had done that, and I just didn't forget everything. I just wish I didn't lose the footage of me actually changing and going through the process of making all the changes. I wanted you guys to see that, but there's not much I can do about that. So those of you who are new to me watching, subscribe to my channel. Those of you who are already watching, give me a like. And that's pretty much it for today. I will see you guys next time.